think I'm ready. Can we do streams? Receiving content. I think we're live. That's a good start. Let's get the chat up. I guess I'll get some, I don't know what, gongs as usual. I didn't play anything else apart from the gongs. Nine hours of prayer bowls. Easy. Okay, alright. Where's me pop-out chat? Okay, so I'm doing a bit of painting today. Oh, there's one painting still on eBay. It got auto relisted, so let me just do a quick advert. I like to do an advert at the beginning of the stream. Here we go. Oh wait, hold on. Which way up does it go? Nice little painting, abstract, dark, strange. Yeah, on eBay. Link in description. Check it out because it got auto relisted. And that's that. Okay. Draw a hippo. Okay. Wait there, I've got my list of things that I'm adding to the painting. Let me just see where that is. Because I'll forget otherwise. A hippo is fine though. I also think I'm going to change up this. I'm going to make this neck longer. It was meant to be like the periscope on the boat, but I think I'm going to maybe change it up a bit. I quite like the idea of having it winding around the painting somehow. Highland ginger cat, okay. Hippo. Put it on the list. JJ, and we'll get to it one day, hopefully. So yeah, I'm hoping the stream's going all right. If it isn't, then I don't know. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to do. Okay, so there's loads of things that just aren't looking right. For some reason I've decided on this mix up only the 4 colours rule, and it's gonna mess me right up. I think what I'll do, because this worked out quite well on other paintings, I need to get rid of them legs basically. I don't know what it is, I feel like his legs are too short or something. Something's wrong with them. They look off to me. I don't know whether it's his whole body or it's just his legs or what. I quite like the muscles they've got on him. I think maybe this one here just needs to be done like this. I think if I do something like that, it's probably better. Just get rid of that. Paint over that and then I'll be able to fill it in. Steve Punk, good morning. How's your baby dragon? Well, it's there, it's getting on. I don't know, it's alright I suppose. Phew, I'm boiling actually. I've just realised the heating must be on. Still convinced that my heating system's becoming sentient somehow. I don't know how. It's seeming to develop a mind of its own, which is slightly worrying. So yeah, I'm gonna have to look at that before it rises up and destroys us. Let me just turn the heating off. Bloody hell! Why is it so warm? Why is it so warm? It doesn't even look warm outside. It doesn't even look warm, but it's warm. You see? Okay, so dear. Let's put. I'll mix up some brown. Try and do his. Oh fuck! Got paint on my hands already. Oh shit! I just thought actually. I didn't put my sheet down. Just move this camera for a second. Apologies. Put a sheet down on the floor so I don't get paint everywhere. There we go. I just realised I didn't put down my sheets. It's a bad thing at the beginning start of these streams. I never set up properly, so it's always me farting around for ages. Going, oh no guys, I haven't set up anything. Oh no. Oh dear me. Alright. Okay, so. Okay. Right. Brown. That's what I was doing, wasn't it? I remember now. I remember that whole situation. God, I'm boiling. Open the window a bit. Get some fresh air. So, I don't know what everyone's up to today. Let me know if you're watching. Get a chat going. Exciting plans? Let me know. I'm just mixing up some brown here. It's kind of purpley. So every time I mix up a brown it looks a bit purpley, but I really just need a colour. I need to redefine this man that I'm painted because he's not looking too great. I might use some brown on David Icke's head as well. Okay, so his shoulders, there's just something, his pecs here. I don't know what it is. I don't know how I've painted him like this. I've made a terrible error. Here. Definitely made a terrible. You're doing your breakfast. What are you having? I haven't had no breakfast this morning. I'm gonna get hungry. Oh. Okay, so nice muscly arm. Let's re-establish that arm. It's that's a bit more symmetrical, isn't it? That's slightly better than it was. Okay, painting that armpit. I really don't know what I'm doing half the time. But I think I'm getting this. I think I'm getting the arm. Yeah. Let's have a look at a picture of David Icke. Where's my phone? Right, let's get a picture of David Icke on here. David Icke. I love David Icke's hair. The biggest problem I have, right, with these paintings is I don't like how everything just looks like central, if that makes sense. Everything just comes out, everything's right in the front of the canvas. Nothing looks natural, it all looks like portraits, because whenever I'm doing a celebrity I just copy a picture off the internet, and it's usually just a face-on picture. So half the time I just get these images of people and they're like, you know, all my paintings end up looking like everyone's just facing out at the viewer. I'd rather have people just sort of interacting in the world that I'm painting, sort of kind of naturally. I don't really know what I mean. Okay, he's got very sort of let's just get these lines in. See if I can do that face I've got here. Even when he's smiling, he's got angry eyebrows. I don't know about this. I think this is going to require a lot of working for David Icke. Oh, I can't see the chat from over there. What's it say? Richter, close the door now. We want Brexit. Okay, close the door now. Hello. Diane Abbott should be the bull and Corbyn the frog. Yeah, why not? Mashed Swede gravy over random spice. What for breakfast? That's weird. Good morning, Richter Belmont. Yeah, I'm going alright. How are you? Alright. Hi everyone. I'm over here as a painting, so I'm just trying to paint David Icke's head, but not really succeeding. Quite a narrow chin, I reckon. His hair is just weird. I don't know what it is about his hair. I just find it fascinating. It's got like, it's almost like a mullet. It's not quite a mullet, but it's almost a mullet. It's meant to be David Icke. I'm sure once I get a few more details on there, we'll start to see his face come together. Just not really getting it, you know. Not to worry though. You're fine, good. Good to hear. I'm here. I'm going to get another layer on that bus. There's quite a few different things that I need some work on. Oh shit, wait, I've mixed the blue up. Well, while I've got the blue, I could... What my plan was for this Loch Ness Monster was to have his neck going a bit longer. I don't know why. He was meant to be like the periscope on the thing, but I've changed my mind on that. He's now going to be just sort of winding his way around the painting. I think I need a little something going through it. So here it is. It's a bit of a radical change, but yeah, I don't know why. I just wanted to have the Loch Ness Monster be a bit more visible. I don't know. He's kind of just taken over the canvas now. It was just a little idea I had. I would give it a go, see how it played out. Try as I might, I can't ever wash my brushes properly. Okay, so I don't know what kind of coloured trousers I'm going to do on David Icke. I might need to do him in turquoise, but it's too much blue, that's the only problem. What's the suggestion? He does wear a lot of turquoise, but it might just be too much. But then again, I'm doing his trousers in a sort of dark colour. I don't know. All the colours on nice and easy like this. I don't know what it is. His body just doesn't look right to me. He looks like a weird, malformed person. It's very odd. Doesn't make no sense. Ah. Okay, fine. Fine, Ike. He looks like he's in sweatpants. I don't really know. I don't know what the hell I'm doing here. God awful, whatever it is. Mix up some yellow and red, and get some orange, and then mix that with the whites, and then we get the skin tone I need. But I think I might make it a bit more red than orange than yellow, so that David Icke's got kind of a red face, hasn't he? Well, not quite red, but he's got a healthy glow to him anyway. I think he lives on the Isle of Man and he probably gets a lot of sun. Mix up some colours there. Oh, there's my picture of David Icke. Come on, man, let's get him back up. Okay, here we go. Might have to get his... I don't know. His face is quite hard to capture. I'm sure with enough working the way I'll get that face perfect. Enough grinding on David Icke's head. I think once I get the hair on there, it'll start to look alright. Hello, Scooby-Doo. How's it going? What are you up to today? Tell me all your exciting adventures. I need to know them. I need to live by proxy through other people's adventures. I'm guest Phil's adventures today. Going to the Sikh temple for some free food, and then I don't know, he'll have the whole day free to himself, and then I don't know, I can't guess what fantastic adventures Phil will be on today. David Icke, why is your head such a hard shape to get right? I made him look kind of like a... I don't know. right, that's for sure. Right, let's try a bit more. A bit of this. So I can never tell what it is that I'm not doing right on these faces. It's just something instinctive. It says it's not right. You need to do more work on that. And I do more work on it. I don't really know what I'm doing to it to make it fix it up. And eventually it starts to look right. It's not like I actually have a good plan in my head. I just let the subconscious tell me where to go. See, this just doesn't look anything like him. Just bugs me. We'll get it, we'll get it. Been down to the Gurdwara for dal and chapati, I knew it. And just having a chill day. I knew it. It's meant to be David Icke riding the bull. 24 hours in police custody. Yes, I'll probably be watching that. I usually do. Usually do. Well, I think I'm going to Asda tonight, but I'll be back. I'll be back by then. I'm going to the Asda while Alex and her mother go and have a look at glasses. And I can guarantee I'm going to go off and do the shopping. And guarantee I'm going to get the entire week's worth of shopping done by the time they've decided what pair of glasses that they want to buy. Guarantee it. I love doing shopping on my own. No. I can just pick everything out straight away, pack it in me, bam, right in the thing. Alex has to pick up every item off the shelf, examine it, put it back, pick up something, examine it. It's like picking up the same thing every time. It takes about 3 times longer to do a shop. I don't know about this David Icke figure. His face is not looking too great. I need to plug in my phone as well, actually. I've got, what, 12% battery? I can't be used. Yeah, as I do a nice custom pizza, we sometimes get one of them with the, you know, with the cheese on it, the vegan cheese. Although last time I went, oh my god, there was no old lady serving. And I don't know what it was. I don't know if she had something wrong with her, which, you know, I could forgive. But she just seems fairly usual, you know, fairly typical. Just an old lady who'd somehow got this job and was just farting away through life, really slowly. And there were people getting served by someone else on this pizza thing, and it literally took her 3 times as long to make this pizza. She was like just ambling around, chatting to her friends. Oh my god, it made me not want to go back just in case I get served by this person again. My god. She was like slopping food all over the floor. Your bog standard old lady, you know what it is. The old ladies who end up in these jobs. And they won't retire, but they won't also do a good job, you know. You can tell they want to retire, but they're not going to. But also they just, you know, just don't do the job properly. So you're like, well, get out of the way for some younger people then if you're not going to work. I want my pizza, god damn it. Your bog standard old lady, just milling around, ambling around. And the other people serving were old ladies as well. Nothing against old ladies. It was just that she was, you know, just your typical slow old lady. I don't know. My God. That was weeks ago and I'm still moaning about it, so you can tell how vexed I was by the whole ordeal. I really have a difficult life, Phil. These problems I have in my life, you don't understand. Slow pizza service. Seems to be the vegan cheese. It kind of curses whatever pizza you're going to buy. Same as when I tried to order from Papa John's. There's always a problem with it because we ask for the vegan cheese. Oh, there's always something. Either they don't believe you that you want vegan cheese with meat, and they like have to ring you up and double check, or they bring the wrong pizza. I don't know. I think it's just, maybe it's just a cursed object. Maybe it goes against God somehow, making vegan cheese. And it curses anything that it comes into contact with. That's my running theory anyway. I'm willing to have my mind changed on that idea, but at the moment I can't see any other explanation. Tandoori chicken and pineapple sounds like a good combo. You couldn't eat vegan cheese on a pizza. I bet I could give you a pizza with vegan cheese on it and you wouldn't know. If you got the right vegan cheese, that is. Some of it is absolutely rank. Some of it you wouldn't know the difference. Let's have a look. Someone's commented on my last post on Instagrams. Just generic, you know, people just comment generic things on Instagram. It's just nice and then 3 fire bloody emojis. That's all it is. You know someone's not really looked at anything you've done. It's probably just like a robot commenting with emojis. If the comment is full of emojis, you know it's not a genuine comment. Instagram. At least you know most people who comment on YouTube are real people. A real bro. Anyway, oh god, you know what? I really hate this painting. Really hate it. But I usually do hate paintings when they're at this stage. Honestly, I think what I'll work on is the yellow submarine. Let's get a picture of it up. Yellow submarine, the yellow submarine. Images of it. You lost nearly 3 stone since Christmas. That's good. You don't understand Instagram. I don't know. I don't get what's to understand about it really. I quite like it. It's just it's full of disingenuous commenters, but I still enjoy the platform. It's fun. I don't know. It's just like you just post pictures. I don't get what's to misunderstand about the place. You post pictures. People look at the pictures. Simple. Nothing else to get. That's it. You post a picture, you follow other people, you look at their pictures, and yeah, that's the entire story of Instagram. That's all you need to know. It's literally as simple as that. It's just pouting 20-year-old overprivileged girls. No. Well, it depends who you follow. That's the thing. It's like, you could say the same thing about YouTube, really. But do you go to your YouTube subscription feed and see loads of pouting 20-year-old girls? Well, I don't know, you might do. It all depends on who you follow, what hashtags you look at, stuff like that. Snapchat's the one that I don't get. I tried to use Snapchat, but that was the one that made me feel like I was too old to understand it, to be honest with you. I think that's the one for the younger people. Facebook's for the old people. Snapchat's for the young people, and Instagram's for like the in-betweeners. People like me. Too old to use Snapchat, too young to use Facebook. I knew Facebook would die as soon as like my parents started using it, which wasn't very long after I started using it, to be honest. And I soon stopped using it, like, so much after that. I think I'd probably stop using YouTube if my parents suddenly started watching my videos. I'd feel really awkward talking about some of the things that I do. Right. I think my mum's actually on Instagram as well, but I don't follow her on it. Stick to YouTube and Twitter. See, I don't use Twitter. That's my thing. I don't like it as much. Instagram is just pretty much Twitter, but with more visual. I think that's probably why I prefer it over Twitter. I really never really use Twitter. I've had an account over the years, many accounts, where I've thought, yeah, I'll get into Twitter. Seems like my kind of thing. I like a bit of social media. I like a little bit of random trolling and stuff, but every time I tried to use it, I just not get into it. But then when I got into using Instagram, I found it like straight away. I got into it a lot more. Maybe because it's more visual. You know, because I'm an artiste. I'm a professional artiste. Yeah, when your mum followed. See, I didn't delete my account. I just stopped using it altogether. Like, I stopped posting things on there. I was posting a lot of like personal stuff. A lot of, I guess it's just because I was younger as well. A lot of like edgy stuff. And then when my parents started using it, I was like, oh, this is lame now. Just never used it much. Tom Soft Talk ASMR. You've just been making an ASMR video in the garden. Cool. I reckon you should do some painting videos like this. So I've seen your paintings on one of the videos you've shown. And that was pretty cool. I reckon you could do some painting videos. I reckon that would be super relaxing. I was trying out your sleepy sounds videos because I've been having, as well as being half awake from these tablets, they've also been giving me terrible insomnia when I actually try to go to sleep at night. So I've been listening to your sleepy sound videos to try and put me to sleep. The only problem is, actually, what is some advice for you, Tom, from someone who's been watching your videos? Do some playlists on your channel, so that when I go to your channel I can see like Sleepy Sounds playlist. Click on it and then it'll play like all these Sleepy Sound type videos, so I can listen to them. And then, you know, you could do different playlists. It'd make it a lot easier. I mean, I could just make a playlist myself, I suppose, but this is just general advice. Because what happens at the minute, I've got my headphones in and I'm kind of dropping off to sleep, listening to one of them videos, and then I'll get to the end and it'll start auto playing the next video, and it'll go on to something completely different and it'll wake me up again. Whereas if it had a playlist I could click on, I could just drift off to sleep, not worry about it auto playing something else. Or I can turn off autoplay, but then when it gets to the end of the video, if I'm not asleep, like the sudden silence like wakes me up again. You had a terrible dream that you were wanted by the police. Oh my god. I had a dream last night that I was eating breakfast muffins and they were all mouldy. Which actually happened in real life not long ago. I went to have some breakfast muffins and they were all mouldy in the pack. But it happened like a second time. I was like, oh my god, I've just bought these like literally today and they're mouldy. And that was my dream. I don't remember anything else from my dream last night, but you have to play something going to sleep. Yeah, I do actually. I have to have my headphones in, listening to something. But then I find my headphones too uncomfortable, so like half the time I'm like trying to get my head in a comfy position. Yeah, you should do that, Tom. I reckon. That's just my advice. David Icke looks like a woman on his painting, doesn't he? I don't know why. Yeah, mouldy muffins. They're all mouldy as well. I was going like really detailed dream. I was like going through the pack, like lifting each one. It had like green mould on the top. I was like, ugh. I don't know if it was my brother, but someone was there and they were like, I'm going to eat them, I'm hungry. I'm like, oh, don't eat them, they're mouldy. But they knew they were mouldy, but they were going to eat them anyway. Rank they were. I'm sure that was Sammy D as well. Gross. He's disgusting, that guy. I can't believe he'd eat mouldy dream muffins. What a revolting man. Tell you what else I was thinking of telling you about, Tom, after watching your video about where you did the painting of that comedian guy. Oh, I can't remember what his name is. The guy with the Diddy Man. There's I've got a magazine upstairs, 14 Times. It's all about like weird paranormal stuff. I've got one issue. It's about the Diddy Men and how they created like a mini panic. Like sometime, I think it was like in the 60s or 70s. Created a bit of a panic among all these kids because they thought the Diddy Men like were there, and there was like reports of sightings of Diddy Men in the park. I'll have to find the magazine because it was funny article. Ken Dodd, yeah, sorry, I forgot his name. Ken Dodd. Yeah, I've got a magazine upstairs, and it's all about like the Ken Dodd Diddy man and how these kids saw him, and they reckon it could have been like an alien sighting or something, you know. But the kids saw it and they didn't know what it was, so they thought it was the Diddy men, or it could have been like elves or something weird like that, you know. Who knows? Or just sort of a weird event of like mass panic made the kids sort of see something. I remember at our school one kid said that he'd seen an octopus in the toilet. He hadn't, like, turned out later he was joking, but it created a mass terror among all the school kids that there was an octopus in the toilet, and we were all terrified. Like there was like a group of us who all, you know, we were like the octopus cultists basically. We all believed in the octopus in the toilet, and you know, we were terrified to go for a piss on our own because the octopus might be in there. That was in infants. It wasn't like, you know, high school or some shit. Just to be clear, we weren't, you know, we were very young. We believed in the octopus. Just knee this way, and then I can do is like sort of there. I think that might work. Yeah, might be a bit better, I think. Did you win the bid on eBay? Did you get that card I sent you on Friday? No, I haven't actually. I didn't get any card. Yes, you won the bid on eBay, and you've won a bid about 2 weeks ago that you've never completed the payment for. So I might have to relist it. Which one was it? I can't remember. There was one that I think it's the horror one actually. Yeah. So I've got them here. That one and the other one. You've won both those bids, but I mean, I'm fine waiting. I'm just wondering if you knew because it's been like 2 weeks. I was going to send you like a reminder. I didn't want to seem like a dick going, "Where's my money, bitch?" Because I'm not really like that. I wasn't sure if you realised that you'd won that. I mean, I can hang on to it for as long as you want. I don't, you know, I'm not demanding payment or nothing. I just was worried that like you didn't realise. Can I pay for the other one? You can pay from whenever you want, Alex. It's fine. Just as long as I was just kind of thinking, oh shit, does he not know? You know what I mean? I'm not gonna like leave you bad feedback or anything like that. It's fine, but I'll probably like maybe I'm gonna start like. If I don't hear anything back, I'll just assume they've forgotten or something like that, and like relist it, like cancel the order and relist it. Like if it's after like, I don't know, a week or two. I know sometimes people bid on things. Like I've done this before. I've bid on something and then I've forgotten about it, and then when I win, I'm like, ah, shit, what did I bid on that for? I didn't want that. I've done that quite a bit. but I'm pretty easygoing. I mean, I've done a few eBay sales in the past where people have cancelled when you know, you can tell they've bid on it and then they realise they haven't got money or something, and then they cancel. I'm really not too bothered about that sort of thing. It's had, you know, it's fine. I just say that's fine, don't worry. Just as long as you let me know though, like if you want me to hang on to it for a bit longer, I can. If not, then I'll just end up relisting it on eBay. Because if I don't know what's happening with it, then it just basically means I've got a painting sitting there which I don't know what to do with. You'll add the money to my Patreon. I don't have a Patreon. Hope someone's not masquerading as Patreon for me. Collecting money on my behalf. Fuck. Yeah, I wasn't saying that to like, you know, get at you or nothing. It was just I didn't know if you'd remembered. Every time I log into eBay, it's like, awaiting payment, awaiting payment. This one is overdue. I don't know. I don't know what's happening. Okay, so Yellow Submarine is kind of I don't really know. You found some amazing deal on eBay. I've got some good things on eBay in the past myself, but I find most of the time the things I'm bidding on, people know the value of it, and the price soon goes up. Like there's a game that I've been wanting for the Spectrum. It was Friday the 13th. They made like a in 1982 or something. They made a Friday the 13th game. It's absolutely terrible. But the cassette tapes go for like 25 quid usually on eBay. I found someone the other day listing one for like 3 quid, so I bid on it, and I was like, yes, I'm going to get this game finally. I don't want to pay a lot of money for an absolute shit game, but I still want it in my collection because it's like a horror game and that's what I collect. And yeah, it went for like 10 quid in the end. And then instantly I saw it being listed, like the one it sold, and then instantly the next day it was being listed on eBay for like 20 quid. I was like, bastard, I wanted that for my collection. You just wanted it to resell. Ooh, that's cheeky. You get into eBay right now and sort out the financial thing. Well, take your time, Alex. I was just saying, I didn't know if you'd realised. That's all. I felt like you'd forgotten, and I didn't want to have the painting sitting there for ages if you know, you'd forgotten about it. You know, you can still take your time with it. I know what money's like. I've had people hold on to things for me on eBay for, you know, a couple of weeks, so it's fine. It's just, it was just a sort of friendly reminder. I don't want to seem like a fucking hard ass. A hard ass. But at the same time, I don't want paintings sitting there when I could be selling them. You know? You can always change your mind as well if you want. Like, if you don't want them anymore, I can always just relist them. It's not a big deal. It's fine by me. Well, I hope you like the paintings I sent you. I've put some random drawings in there, so that's cool. Hope you like those. I think I sent you a picture of Nosferatu I drew in alcohol ink pens. Original sketches. Where's my money, bitch? Yeah, I'll send it off if I'll send it off like in the morning, first thing. Oh, cool. Well, that's cool, Alex. Thank you. I appreciate that. I had a feeling that like you just didn't realise, so I didn't want to seem like I was being a dick, but at the same time, you know, I've got some paintings just lying around that I don't know what to do with them. Okay, yeah, I see. Cheers, Alex. That's cool. Talking about money on the stream again, bloody hell. I hate it. I fucking hate it. I always end up talking about money. Can you send me some money, please? I think I did send you a message privately, by the way. I wouldn't, you know. It was just, I just never know if you see my messages or not. I'll have to put some more on eBay. I need to do some more like little quick paintings. I might just do some in my spare time now, because I think I've got some ideas for some stuff that would be good to paint. Maybe some like horror related things that I'll stick on eBay. I can do over night time. Quite like doing the hour-long painting, so I think I might do some rock painting as well this week. I saw Tom's video where he was talking about rocks and finding the rocks with, you know, with art on them. I kind of like painting them up myself and hiding them. A good way to get out the house, so I might do that one day this week. Might try and maybe I'll do it like as a live stream, going out and hiding them. If my phone will hold up the pressure. Oh man. I think everything on this painting just looks so bad that I can't stand it. I might try and do a bit of on the pyramid. Just try and get a bit of what do you call it? A bit of detail. I didn't mean to get that white, I meant to get yellow. Bit of yellow, bit of blue. Let's try and get some detail on the things. Is the paintings coming together? Amateur Horror 5, the live stream. Oh, I don't know. Oh, it's just at that stage where I get to this stage with all my paintings where I just can't stand looking at it. It just stresses me out too much. Stresses me out way too much to even, I try and block it from my mind rather than trying to fix the problems with it. That's my honest problem. Seen some Marvel Royal Mail stamps on eBay? No, it's not that sad. I mean, like I say, I collect bloody crappy ZX Spectrum games just because they've got like horror themes on the front. I was actually making videos about the Spectrum games as well, but I stopped doing it when I started doing my painting because I was getting too tired after painting to do any other kind of videos. I need to get back on it. I think once my tablets are all settled down and stuff, I'll get back into making my usual videos as well, but I've just been so sleepy. So very sleepy. The only time when I'm not sleepy is at like 4 in the morning when I'm wide awake, but I can't record my gaming videos then because it's right next door to the bedroom where I do the gaming, so I'd be waking Alex up if I did that. what did you think of the new Marvel movie, Phil? Have you been to see that Captain Marvel? It's not my kind of thing, really. I don't really like Marvel films, apart from Guardians of the Galaxy and Deadpool. But all the like, whatever the hell they are, Avengers and all that, really have no interest in them. But I hear this new one's not very good. I hear on the grapevine. I also end up watching reviews for films because there's like channels that I like watching because they do good film reviews, but I never watch any of the reviews for films that I actually want to watch because it'll like spoil it for me. So I always end up watching reviews for films that I have no interest in. So I've seen about 3 different reviews of this Captain Marvel movie, even though it's a film that I really, is not sort of thing that I would ever be interested in watching. The Spider-Man film was good. I went to see that. That was very impressive. The Into the Multiverse, the animated one. I gotta say, I was actually like blown away by it. I went in thinking this is gonna be shit. I'm gonna hate this movie. Just the kind of thing that I would hate, and it was like amazing. Ho, Crizzy. Turn Dunbar into 2 traffic lights, red, green, yellow. Alright. They are also meant to be on fire, so it will be 2 traffic lights on fire. Which, hold on. Let me write it down, because I won't get it to it straight away. Turn dumbbells into traffic lights. Okay. Done. It's on the list. Marvel, ironically, nothing to marvel at. Yes, well, that was kind of my attitude. But honestly, I would say the new Spider-Man, the Spider-Man Into the Multiverse, which isn't that new anymore, most recent Marvel film I've seen anyway, was definitely something to marvel at. It was pretty much incredible, visually incredible. I felt like I was watching The Incredibles. It was so Incredibles. Okay, so now it's going to be, he's lifting up 2 traffic lights that were on fire. What the hell? Well, that's fine. That's quite a good idea. I don't know why, but yeah, that's fine by me. I'll run with that idea gladly. Let me just get the bricks correct on this thing. Oh. The basics in here, the bricks. It was kind of meant to look like the pyramid on a banknote. I mean, it wasn't a request, but I felt the colour would go quite well with the rest of the picture. Nice weird green colour in the background there. So that's what we're getting. That's what we're getting now. Deal with it. If you don't like it, deal with it. See if I care. Losers. And other abusive terms. Getting this masterpiece painted eventually. Masterpiece, whatever that means. Like a masterpiece, but not quite there. Oh, are you going to start doing Uber Eats? That's cool. Yeah, Kogan used to do that. It looked like a good thing to do. I might start doing that if, you know, when I start running out of money, inevitably. When my fantastic art career doesn't take off straight away like I somehow expect it to. Start doing some Uber Eats, get my bike fixed, go out. Delivering things. Delivering delicious pizzas to people. Looks like it would be a fun thing to do. Good way to get exercise as well. Do not go to bed on a stomach full of milk laden cereal. It makes you feel weird, overheated, and as I found out in the morning, lethargic and dizzy in equal measure. That, you know what? That's what I do every single night. I have like 2 massive bowls of cereal. I have like 5 Weetabix in a bowl each, and I have like 2 bowls like that. So it's like 10 Weetabix, loads of milk, and then I go to bed straight away. It's probably why I can't ever sleep at night and why I feel so knackered in the morning. Probably the mystery solved right there. I've done it for so long, I probably wouldn't know, you know, don't notice the difference when well, thing is, I can't go to bed on an empty stomach, ever. I need to have something to eat, and the only thing that's like available that's nice and quick is some cereal. So I don't know what to do. How do I? If I go to bed on an empty stomach, I'll lie there awake. Then you're saying that cereal itself makes you feel weird, which probably isn't good. Ah. Maybe I could eat toast or something like that. Well, so milk and cereal in the morning is bad. I usually have porridge in the morning. Like, I always find that's good for getting going. Gives me energy. Makes me stop being hungry so early on. I think I need to get my phone charger. Right then. Bran flakes and soya milk. Can you send a photo link to you in this live stream? You can send it in the. You can try sending it in the chat if you want, or you can email it to me if you want to do that. You can also do that. It's fadschannel@gmail.com. Up to you. I'll get it either way. I think. I'm not sure if you put a link into the chat whether it'll pop up or not. Sometimes it like blocks it, but you can try. I'll say whether I got it or not. Chance that I won't. Yeah, I tried doing changing to soya milk, and I found I have too much milk. It's too expensive to buy soya milk. I wouldn't mind changing if I had a nice cheap option for soya milk. I still need normal milk for my coffee though. Honestly, it's disgusting in coffee. It goes all curdled and stuff. But yeah, I could happily change to like in my cereal. I do like a bit of soya milk actually. Probably when I got a low testosterone. You see that causes it, don't they? Low T. Oh, you got low T. You soy boy. You got low T. Highland Cow picture up. I'm gonna have a look at one. So, yeah, let's try and do some Highland Cow action. Very exciting for everyone. The Highland Cow. Try. There's a weird noise. There's a very sinister noise there. I don't know if the camera picked it up, if the microphone picked it up, but there was like a. Can you hear that shit? Oh. Just a weird like honking noise outside. Don't know what that was all about. That'll be a mystery that will never be solved by me. The mystery of the honking. Right then, Highland Cow. Needs to be a lot lighter than how I've done it. still going on heavy with the thick brushes because I feel like I need to just lighten up the colour of them entirely. Look. Ears are just like, they're kind of dark in some bits. Would you consider subsidising my food bill going to the Gurdwara? I don't know where my local Gurdwara is. That would probably cost too much in travelling there. Yeah, I reviewed hemp seed milk. That was delicious, that stuff. Like I say, all these milk alternatives, I quite enjoy the taste of them, but it's just more expensive than normal milk, so I can't really afford it. And the amount of milk that I drink, I don't see how I could keep it up. Keep up that lifestyle. You need to make a nice cheap milk alternative. Rat's milk, like in Simpsons. Okay, so now we need a lot of white to do some highlighty areas. Oh. Yeah, semi-skimmed milk. I drink the skimmed type, but like I would easily change to vegan milk if I could find it for cheap. You know, easily. I feel like I prefer the taste of soya milk to normal milk. So, well, for a start, there's that. It tastes better to me. And then it's better. You don't have to abuse any cows to get it. It's probably healthier as well. Okay, I got your email, Tom. Let's have a look. Okay, I got your message, Tom. Let's have a look at this picture. Okay, yeah, I'll try and do that like you requested. This specific route master. .1 miles, that's a bit far to go. Yeah. Joyce Joseph. Paint Little Miss Muffet sat on a tuffet. Yeah, okay. Alright, Joyce. Bear with me though. I've got a long list of things that people have been requesting. These paintings take forever because I'm always adding new stuff in. Little Miss Muffet. Cool, I'll add her in. Yeah, I don't eat, like when I'm eating chips, I don't eat much. I eat frozen chips if I'm like, I can't be arsed, you know what I mean? I've always got them ready for when I can't be bothered cooking, but most of the time, for the most part, I eat sweet potatoes because I think they're healthier. And also, I just like, if I want chips, I make like sweet potato chips. I like chop them up and like bake them in the oven, or roast them or whatever it is. Because they roast up dead quick and they make nice chips. You gotta be perfect with the timing on them now, but they're good chips. You make good chips if you get it right. And there's a little story about chips for you. Hope you enjoyed that. Hope that was good. May Peace, haven't seen you in a while. Well, nice to see you. Yes, so yeah, all the requests are on a list. They'll get done eventually. I don't know when. I've been kind of dragging my heels with this painting just because of, I don't know, I don't think I'm enjoying it as much as the other ones. I think I will, like, I don't know. I always get to this stage where I'm painting where I'm thinking, oh, I don't like this one, it's not going to be good. And then when it starts to come together, I'm like, oh yes, I can see it now. I see how it's going to look. It's going to be fantastic, and I get all upbeat about it. So I feel like I'm at the stage where I'm kind of like, oh, I don't know how it's going to look. I can't envision it looking good yet. So you know, it makes me drag my heels when I'm painting. Try and get this yellow submarine sort of painted a bit. Do like the cartoony outlines. I need a better brush though. If only I had a better brush. How's it going, May Pierce, anyway? Thought I'd seen you like, I don't know, a week ago or so. I don't think it was that long. Best of British, yeah, maybe, I don't know, it's not all British though. Sort of come out that way, not intentional, but not intentionally, it's just happens to be quite Best of Britishy. So we've got a nice little line here. Let's try and get this. Being a bit sketchy with these lines. I'm not very good at nice straight thin lines like this. Always ends up looking alright when it's finished, but at the minute it looks a bit Weird. A bit strange, I guess. These lines on straight. I don't know if you've got a particular request where Little Miss Muffet can go on this painting. I've had a few requests at the start of this stream as well that I haven't got around to putting in yet, like a hippo and Little Miss Muffet now, and then traffic lights instead of the dumbbells. Some very odd requests. Yeah, the Yellow Submarine. That was Phil's request, I think. Been busy with work and sorting out holidays. Oh well. What have you been doing? Have you sorted out your holidays? Do you know where you're going? I don't know if I'm going on holiday this year. I haven't got any plans for anything. Went away to a cottage a couple of weeks ago, but that was more of a, well, it was more of a, we were going down that way to go to a christening, so it was more of an engagement with something else, but we turned it into a bit of a holiday while we were there. Just a bit of a relax. How about just a spider? Oh, well, that's boring. I can do Miss Muffet and the spider and everything else if you want. It can all go in there. Yeah, it just takes a while to get round to, that's all. Although, to be honest, there is a Miss Muffet type character going in anyway, which I haven't got round to painting yet. It was, oh shit, Miss Miggins. She looks a bit Miss Muffety, but with more rotting teeth than Miss Muffet, I think. There we go. And the Yellow Submarine is yellow and submarine-y. Need a bit of pale colour on the fins as well. You have so many things on this one already. I know, but I want more, you know what I mean? Like, I just feel like the things that are already on there aren't really working yet. I want to add more and more and more and more until it can't take any more. You get us all to donate money every half hour, otherwise the live stream goes by. Yeah, I'm pretty sure no one would care. They would just go, oh, okay. Paris, Sofia and Tel Aviv. Are you going on like a cruise or something? That sounds like a real adventure. Although not Paris. I've been to Paris a couple of times. Nah, I wouldn't go back again. No offence to any French watching. Just I don't know. It's like any Paris just feels like any city to me. You know what I mean? Just expensive. And south of France was beautiful, but I really wasn't that into Paris when I was there. You might find something more adventurous there, but we had some nice times in Paris, but felt like after my holiday I'd seen it all, and I was like, yep, done Paris now. Done Paris, that's that out the way. I'm going to see a friend in Paris next week, and I'm going to Sofia see my auntie. Oh well, don't tell him I've been slagging off Paris then, your friend. Yeah, Paris is shit, don't go there, it's crap. If you got a friend who lived there, you might have a bit more of a fun time than I did. I mean, I enjoyed it, but like I say, it was very touristy, the bits that I went to. And then all the other bits are just I could have been in London or Liverpool or anywhere, you know. I don't really like city breaks personally. No, my wife loves them. She loves going to cities. I'm like, why? They're all the same. And she loves it. James McKenzie, paint is looking great, bro. The channel is great. Oh, thanks. Well, I appreciate that. It's nice of you. I'm just here slagging off Paris to people who are going to go there, and people who have friends who live there. Kind of nice guy I am. Sort of, I don't really know what I'm doing with this cow. Yak. It's not even a yak, is it? It's a Highland cattle cow. But I don't know what I'm doing with it, to be honest. I don't think I'm even copying from a picture of it anymore. Just sort of making it up as I go along. Well, this is how a cow looks, everyone. I'm sure if you squints you might see a cow there. Yeah, I don't know. Oh. All touristy things suck. Yeah, some of the bits I went to were nice, but I don't know. I felt like I didn't get to see the whole real thing. Like what I was really excited for going to France. I've been there like twice. Well, I've been there a few times, let's say, if I count when I was a kid. Was going there and trying all the food and having like amazing food, because I'd heard about all this like amazing food, and we ended up just in like quite touristy restaurants and things, and the food just wasn't good. It was just like, it was obviously just laid out for the tourists, you know what I mean? So I was like, ah, yes, French food, I'm going to try all this amazing stuff. And then I went and I was like, ah, could have got this at home. This is like, it's like stuff they serve it in a French restaurant in England, I guess. Oh, are you being kept awake, Joyce Joseph? Well, come watch someone paint, it's quite relaxing, I guess. Robocop and ED-209 attempted to shoot their way out of the Paris catacombs when they got jointly lost. Yeah. Oh, I don't know about this cow. There's a load of bits that I'm just sort of like doing a bit on, and I'm like, oh, I don't like it. Moaning. I'm just moaning basically this whole stream. Sorry. Let's have a look at a picture of a crow. I've got some crow pictures here. See, the wing looks too short, but I am copying off an actual picture, and that's how it looks on the picture. So I don't know whether to keep it like it looks in the picture or redo it somehow. I'm in two minds here. I don't really know what to do. For me, it doesn't look right with everything else going on. Pretty much his entire wing is this whole thing here. So it kind of makes sense, I guess. Yeah, okay. So this is actually all his wing. There's no part of his body really visible. It's just like a massive bit of wing. Okay, I see. See what I was going for, I think. Mess all the paint on there. Slop, slop, slop. And then get this bit. Little crow feet kind of underneath him and coming forward like this. Caw-caw, I'm a crow and I've got feet like this. Caw, caw. See, it doesn't look right to me, but that's how it looks on the picture. It's like one wing is... I don't really... it'd be alright, I think. It's not putting you to sleep, it's more boring. I think maybe if I just didn't speak, if I just painted and didn't jabber on endlessly, it would be more sleepy. But watch some of Tom G's videos, or listen to them when I've been unable to sleep. He's got like sleepy sounds videos where he just sort of whispers and taps things. It's very relaxing, I find. Tap, tap, tap. People who like to travel to cities around the world love interaction with those cultures. Yeah, I like seeing different things, different parts of the world and stuff. I just I feel, you know what it is? It was actually the opposite of that, my experience. I wanted to go there to experience like the different cultures, and it just you know, because I went to all the touristy places, it felt like I was being fed a lie. You know what I mean? Like it wasn't the real experience. I wasn't really experiencing France and Paris how it was meant to be experienced. It was kind of like the experience that they want you to have, you know, experience that they expect you to have when you go there. I found there was no nightlife. That was it. I went to like where else? Cannes as well. I thought Cannes especially would have some good nightlife. You just went out on a night and it was just the streets were dead. Just felt a bit sort of unsafe. So like if you go out in Newcastle, it's like you feel safe and you feel like there's always stuff to do and there's like bars open and stuff. I'm not really into going out that much, but I thought, yeah, I want to experience the France nightlife, see what they get up to for fun, what debauched activities they get up to, and just felt like it just didn't seem like there was much to do. Couldn't find the right places, I guess. The places I liked best in France was like down the south area, like we went to Saint-Tropez and all that. That was beautiful. Some nice little restaurants down there. But then I still felt like they were giving me like the English food, you know. Like I asked for a rare steak and they give me like medium well done. I was like, nah, this isn't what you give French people when they ask for a rare steak, is it? You're fobbing me off here because you think I'm English and I can't handle a proper rare steak. I wanted to see blood pouring out of it. Another thing of France was I saw loads of places that I thought would be cool to visit, but I didn't know where they were. It was always like when we were like on a train to somewhere, it was like, you know, some like suburban village, like, you know, as we were travelling into Paris I'd see somewhere that looked quite exciting, but I never knew where these places were, so I was like, that'd be an amazing place to visit. It's like weird little towns and things, their little shops and stuff. I bet they'd be like quite exciting, but I never knew where they were really. So yeah, it just ended up in quite touristy places. Not really travelled a lot though, to be honest, in my life. I quite enjoy like getaways in England. I just find there's quite nice places to visit. Okay, we'll come together one day. I want to work more on David Icke's face. Anyone here suffer from afternoon blackouts? Flaking out in your mid-30s? Yeah, definitely. Should go to Switzerland. It's the kind of place I'd probably like to visit. Yeah. What I like most about like south of France was it was absolutely beautiful. Like the just the way the buildings all looked and the sun and everything and the beaches and all the like massive cacti and stuff like that. It was absolutely amazing. Loved it. Okay, the cow is meant to have a manic grin, so that's a thing that I need to get. And it's also meant to have reptilian eyes, as is David Icke. David Icke and the cow, both reptilian, both terrifying. But happy at the same time, which is good. Oh, Iceland, yeah, I'd love to go to Iceland actually. I've seen, that looks like sort of place that would match my temperament, Iceland. I find a lot of times I go on holiday, I'm like, oh, it's too hot, I don't like it, it's too hot for me. It's too cheerful here for me. You know. I'm manic depressive, I need some... I'm not really manic depressive. Just depressive. So I need somewhere that matches that temperament. Iceland, I've watched like some videos of people going to Iceland and stuff. It always looks nice. I want to try that stuff they have in Iceland where it's like they get a fish and they piss on it. It's like they get a shark and they piss all over the meat and then they hang it up in a shed for months on end and it goes all rotten and then they eat it. Apparently, you know, that's a real delicacy in Iceland. I'd love to try that. Don't know why I'd like to try it, but I definitely would. Okay, David Icke's looking like a weird old lady at the minute. He's endlessly bothering me. I'm gonna have a look at. Have I still got my picture of David Icke that I was looking at? No, hold on. David Icke, please. David Icke, there we go. Images. The only thing is I can't find an image of him really in this particular pose that I've got. So. That was a good one. Okay. So I found a rather good picture of David Icke there. Let's try and get that pose. I don't really know. The only problem is, right, his face, the way I've done it, I've done a weird angle that doesn't really exist on any photographs. So let's try. There's a new show on, it's like celebrity painting, which I'm quite enjoying at the minute. Don't know if anyone's seen it. It's basically the same as that. Do you remember that show? It was like the painting challenge they used to have on a Sunday. Basically the same as that, but with celebrities painting. Okay. back, your face. It's gonna get there. It's gonna get there. I can see it sort of coming together, maybe. How does it work? How does your face work? So maybe I've done his hair a bit too, like, it's too long or something. I don't know. Something wrong with his hair there. You literally go down slides through the mountains. Wow. That sounds like fun. Though I'd probably be terrified. I'm terrified of flying, that's my problem. I'm like too scared to get on a plane half the time. It stresses me out, like the thought of the plane stresses me out so much that I don't want to go away, because it's like you might get like a week away somewhere and it'd be a nice getaway, but then it's the thought of it building up to the flight. It gives me so much anxiety that it like spoils the holiday for me, because it's like, you know, I'm worrying about it so much beforehand, and I can't like get it out of my mind. It's like, why would I subject myself to maybe like a couple of weeks, a week or two of a nice relaxing holiday, when it like literally gives me months and months of anxiety in the build up to it. It's like which is best, terrible anxiety for months or a couple of weeks of a nice holiday. Then I feel like I'm maybe missing out on a lot of stuff in the world by putting it off. I really got to try and get over my fear of flying. That would probably be the best, wouldn't it? Just get over it. I don't know, this David Icke face just not coming on. You enjoying that a lot better? Slow, no fast editing. Oh yeah, Phil Tufnell. He's a good painter as well. I liked his self-portrait he did. I'll have a look at Switzerland Toboggan. I've had a look. You know what? I go through phases of watching a lot of roller coaster videos, and there's something called a mountain coaster, where it's like it's kind of like a pipe that goes down the side of a mountain, and like there's a little tiny chair that's attached to the pipe on top of it, and it like slides down. So if it's anything like that, that'd be quite exciting. Right. What else shall we do? A little bit of stuff on the pyramid. Perhaps try going to an aviation museum and sitting in a plane that is stationary. It'll get you accustomed to being in a plane without the stress. I don't know about that. Would it really? It's the flying bit that stresses me out, not the sitting in the plane bit. See, last time I got in a plane I was fine until it started flying. And I was like, oh my god, oh, we're high up in the air. I wasn't crying or anything. I was just freaking out a little bit. And there are some little green bits on the bricks here, and I'll put some like light bits on them, and then they'll like cover over the messiness of these blobs I'm putting in. Hopefully, it'll start to look a bit more 3D-ish. Well, not 3D, but get a bit of depth to these bricks. All a bit shitty. Did try playing like flight simulators to try and get myself used to flying, but then I crashed so many times in them that, you know, probably made it worse for me. Do some little dots on these. Nothing too intricate, just it looks like a bit of detail. If you used to go on planes or boats, both symbolise death. Well, yeah, I think that's the worst thing. Is it's not like people say, oh, you know, it's so safe, and I can see that point. It's fine. It's not like the fact that it's very, very unlikely that you would die in a plane crash. It's just the fact that I couldn't imagine anything more horrific than dying in a plane crash. For me. And even if the chance is highly unlikely, I'd rather never put myself in a situation where, you know, there's a chance that I might die in that horrific way, falling from the sky. Even if it's, you know, safer than crossing the road. I don't feel that much fear crossing the road, because if I died getting hit by a car, it wouldn't be as terrifying and horrible as dying in a plane crash. So that's what my mind says to me. It doesn't go, oh, don't worry, it's very unlikely. It's like, shit, this would be a horrible way to die. Like when I'm up in the air, oh my god, imagine falling from this height. Oh, it'd be horrible. Imagine it all the way down. You'd have time just to, I don't know. You'd have time just to take it all in, wouldn't you? That's the thing. It's not like a quick splat hit by a car, dead. You watched the Martin Clunes comedy TV series Warren? Is that the one? I caught the end of a show the other day, and it seemed quite good. Where he had, he's got a neighbour who's always like kicking off with him. And the episode I saw, he bought chickens, and the chickens were like, his neighbour was scared of him or something. I can't remember. He looked alright. I quite like Martin Clunes as well. I used to love Men Behaving Badly when it was on. I still watch that quite regularly actually, Men Behaving Badly. I need another sitcom to watch really. I used to like the older ones, like well, British Empire is like my favourite, and then I watch yeah, that's it. Oh, cool. Oh, is it set in Preston? I might watch that then. I didn't know. I used to live in Preston. I went to university there. It's absolute. I went back there a couple of weeks ago. It was absolutely dire. Yeah, I didn't know it was set in Preston. I only caught the end of it really with chickens. I quite liked what I thought though. making myself a coffee. So did Hetty Waincroft, what? Right, get some dark blue mixed up. Oh, hey, we've got lived in Preston. I didn't know that. I think we caught the end of it while we were waiting for something else to come on. It looked like the kind of thing I'd like, but I don't know if my wife would, so I'd probably have to watch it like after she's gone to bed, like I do with British Empire. Oh good, Alex has gone to bed, let's get the British Empire on. Let's watch the British Empire for the 75th time. Diddle-diddle-dee, oh, the theme tune is great for that show as well. Gives me like this warm feeling inside, that show. Don't know what it is. Just like comforting. Sort of know all the characters and stuff. Pretty much know all the lines from every episode as well, so it's like also watching it over and over, you kind of start to build up, like you start to notice things that you wouldn't notice otherwise, like little inconsistencies in the characters' storylines and stuff. Your mom's firstborn child drowned and she was both terrified of water and planes. Oh. Colin with all his scabs and boils. Yeah, he's probably my favourite character. You know what he is, right? When I've been working a job that I hated, I've always watched the British Empire because I find Colin really like, he's got this shit job, but he loves it. He loves every aspect. He like really makes the most of it. And I think he's a good example. I also really like Gordon Brittis as well. Like he's got this like confidence that, you know, like I know the joke is that he's like a really bad manager and stuff, but there's loads of good points to him. He's quite a good manager in a lot of ways. I like watching him. It's like, you know, I like how confident he is in dealing with people and stuff. And he's like very positive. So yeah, when things have been going bad in my life, I always watch the British Empire because I always find it quite like uplifting. A lot of the characters and stuff. It probably sounds a bit sad, but I don't know. Especially when I've been working dead end jobs that I've hated, I've always sort of found a lot in that watching that show. Even though they're all imaginary characters, I'm like, oh yeah. Well, if Colin can enjoy his lot in life, then so can I. Kind of made me want to work in a leisure centre, but it would have to be that specific leisure centre with that specific manager. And the cardigan he wears, yeah. what I like about that Colin character as well is he's into his like herbs and plants, and he's really like knowledgeable about that stuff as well. There's quite a lot of episodes where there's like some weird plants involved, and he's like, he shows off his herbology or whatever it's called, his knowledge about these things. Sometimes he gets it wrong and it leads to disaster, but and also you can kind of tell whoever made the character, I don't know, they must have had some sort of knowledge of plants as well, because a lot of the plants he mentions are real plants, or like they're sort of altered versions of real plants with real like folklore properties and stuff. So he's got some recipe that he's like, you know, has passed down through his family, and it's some like cure-all, and really it just makes everyone sick. But I looked up the ingredients of it, and it's all like real stuff mostly. You could probably make the exact same concoction that Colin makes. He's a relentless optimism, I think, is what I like. In the face of everything, he's just relentlessly optimistic and upbeat, and loyal as well. Like really loyal to his job. Yeah, there we go. Bit of a serpent. It's meant to be. Oh, I got a message, but it was just an advert of eBay. Yeah, you could probably start a religion based around Colin from British Empire. The Colin way of life. You know? Just have people live their life like Colin. What would Colin do? It's also quite... another thing about the British Empire... Now, you've got me off on a fucking tangent now. Another thing about the British Empire is it displays mental health quite... you know, it pulls no punches when it comes to mental health. It displays it quite accurately. Like, his wife suffers from, like... depression and anxiety, and also probably some other mental health problems. I don't know. She seems to have a bit of a nymphomania to her, or some kind of narcissistic personality disorder or something like that. And then the woman behind the counter, I think Carol, she's suffering from, what's it called, post-maternal depression or something like that. She seems to be falling apart mentally. His wife just takes loads of tablets. I'm pretty sure, I've heard this theory before, I'm pretty sure that Gordon Brittis is suffering from, well, I don't know if suffering's the right word, but I'm sure he has some kind of autism. Because he's so bad at reading other people's, you know, their emotions or their reactions to things. I've heard that put forward because apparently it was based on a real person, and I've heard it put forward that he actually has autism in the show, like undiagnosed autism. Yeah, interesting show. Honestly, you can read a lot into it. Once I get talking about the British Empire, that's it. Could you paint Colin with a crown on? Huh. Yeah, of course I could. course I could. I'd be glad to. There's a lot of weird literary and biblical influences in a lot of the storylines of British Empire. I've noticed this from multiple watches of it. There's quite a lot of episodes that follow like the storylines of famous books or have elements from famous books, but it's never really like referred to. There's quite a lot of like biblical stuff in there, which is quite interesting. I'm gonna watch British Empire again. Best show ever. I heard they were making a remake of it, but I don't think it ever got made. They also quite accurately predict the future in one episode. There's an episode set in like the year 2020 or something like that. Maybe not even that far in the future. But you know, considering it was made in the 90s, there's a bit where they're in a car and it's like, oh, how long is it going to take us to get there? And she presses a button on the dashboard and says, oh, the car computer says it's going to take 1 hour and 20 minutes. And it's like, oh, car computer, that's what they thought it was going to be. You know, pretty accurate. Pretty good prediction for it being like 1997 or something like that, 96. Just keeps the baby Ben behind the reception counter, yeah. By the end of it, she's got like 3 children behind there. 3 or 4, I think. I think it's 3. Ben, and then she's got 2 twins. Oh, God. Where's my coffee then? What did I do with it? I know I made myself a coffee, but I keep making it and then not finishing it off. Okay, let's put the Colin with a crown on the list here. Colin with crown. Alright, so a quick look at my list, see what I'm missing. Everything's a bit sketchy on there. So Red Route Master Bus, a Jester, which is kind of here, it's not really doing anything. David Icke and Cow. Oh, and the cow, and then to have lizard eyes. Queen smoking a spliff, driving the bus. Nessie peeking out the sub like a thingy. I've changed Nessie a bit there. Crow with a monocle, that's kind of in there. Mr. Magoo smoking joint in a cowboy hat and bandana. Mr. Magoo here. Cow has a mad look in its eyes. It's also got reptilian eyes. BSE branded on its leg. Okay. And very small doorway in bottom of pyramid. Man in black suit and tie and hat holding a briefcase exiting pyramid. The dumbbells are to be on fire. They're also to be changed into traffic lights, weirdly. Mrs. Miggins by the pie. Hippo. Little Miss Muffet. Colin with a crown. Alright. It's all going to be going on. It's all going to be going on. Let's get Mrs. Miggins. Mrs. Miggins. She looks very Little Miss Muffety. Does Miss Miggins. Smiggins. Don't be a smiggin. You Miggin. Not sure which picture exactly to do. Okay, let's try and do her face. Let's get her in. Pat Mustard, can you paint Lisa, aka Lisa Garrett dick? What? The red nigger looks like you. Which one's the red nigger? Hold on. Put it on the list. I don't know what that means. No idea what that means. Lisa. Beautiful without the faces. The faces are they're a bit rough and ready at the minute. Hold on. Lisa Garrett's dick. I don't know what that means. I'll have a look though, and then I'll fit it in there somewhere maybe. For a minute though, I'm just going to be painting Miss Miggins. So her face is just like a white face. It's all going to be white for now. Helen Atkinson Wood. I've got a hell of a bucket list. I know. Thing is, I'm not happy with how it's looking right now. All the elements on it aren't looking too great, in my opinion. Really need to keep working on it. I think this will be one that I'll do for like a while. You know, work on it some days, and other days I'll do something else. Like I say, I'm probably going to plan. I might probably do some rock painting this week. Might be fun. A fun diversion. Might do some more short paintings. She looks quite fit, like that Miss Miggins character. She looks like she'd be kind of fit if she didn't have all that makeup on, making her look like she's a old haggard old woman. I don't know what she looks like underneath, but... Oh, was it Miss British? Was that who it was? Let's have a look. Helen Atkinson. Helen Atkinson Wood. Oh no, someone really different. It looks. I was just looking at the makeup, and there was a picture of Mrs. British on there, but it must have just been randomly in the search results. Oh well, doesn't matter. Can I go back to Mrs. Miggins? Do I sell these? I sell the prints of these when they're done. Yeah. If you look in the look in the description. There's a link to my Etsy store. I sell prints of them. I don't sell the originals yet. I'd sell some originals on eBay, but just little ones. But at the minute, I'm not selling these originals. I wanted to get an exhibition one day, so. But I sell prints of them, so like A3 size prints. Have a look. Have a look on my Instagram. I mean, not on my Instagram, on my Etsy. High quality. You could yourself own one of these prints and be the envy of all your friends. I guess that's what people buy them for. To be the envy of their friends. I don't know why people buy them, but they do sometimes. Mrs. Miggins. You'd spend your cash on it. Cool. Well, buy a print. It's excellent quality prints. Yeah, that's something about them. There's so much shit going on. Have a look at the one. There's one called like Alex Jones Nuclear Holocaust or something. The smell of the rooms terrifies me and lures me on. The smell of blood. Dum 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 boom boom boom. Great intro. Mortician House by the Cemetery. Who's the matey chap? He's no one in particular. He's just an oldie style sort of. I guess just like an old style strongman. He's not any particular person. He's an amalgam of characters from that era, basically. But nobody looks like anyone just yet. It's kind of. I don't know what I'm doing. There's Mrs. Miggins as the beginning of her. Thing is with this pie, right? Thing with this pie, right, is that it's got something wrong with it in the middle there. It's got a line going across it that bugs the hell out of me. You're gonna make him. Oh, it could be Kinder Nagasaki, yeah. Sure. Gotta make it look like someone. I don't know. I haven't had any particular requests yet. It was just old style strongman, so I was gonna do him like a little moustache and whatever. This one over here is eventually gonna be David Icke. This is gonna be Mrs. Miggins. This is gonna be Mr. Magoo. Don't buy tinned fruit pieces in syrup/brine, only in its own juice. Okay, I didn't know you could get tinned fruit in brine. That sounds horrible. That sounds absolutely disgusting. Tinned fruit and brine, maybe pineapple would work. In a curry or something. I'll make an amazing pineapple curry. Ooh. Oh my god. Pineapple curry. Made by me. You wish you were married to me so I could make you a pineapple curry one day. A mustache would be perfect. Yeah, I've got a little, like, you know, little strongman mustache, I guess, would be the term. I don't really know. Don't know what kind of mustache it is. I'm not up on my mustaches, but I looked at lots of pictures of strongmen and they all had these like strongman mustaches, so I figured that would be alright. Also they had like animal print leotards on, so he's gonna have like leopard, it was like, oh, not leopard print, like a tiger print, I think. Because predator animals are strong. I don't know. What would that have to do with his moustache? I need to do horns on that bloody cow, don't I? That's something. Oh, because of the tiger print. Sorry, yeah. I'm slow. You know, I say things and I immediately forget what I was saying. Yeah. I think that's probably it. Or to make him look like a kind of a Tarzan type of character. I guess around this time Tarzan was quite a popular character. Yeah, I don't know. Probably something to do with all of that stuff. Alright, what else we got? These dumbbells have got to now be transformed into oh fuck. Traffic lights. But I don't know what kind of traffic lights. Oh, yeah, I got what you meant in the end, sorry. I'm really slow when people say things, or like when I say something and then someone responds. Because there's a slight delay, I instantly forget what I was talking about and what they're responding to. I'm pretty slow when it comes to stuff like that. Okay, right, let's think. Do we want like a... I'm trying to see if I could see a traffic light from my window. But I don't think I can. I live quite close to the A1, so you'd think I'd be able to see one. Try and look at a traffic light. I don't know how to do like an American style one, like the yellow ones, or a British one. I think the British one would be best. Keep up with the UK theme. Keep it up with the UK theme. Funny and talented, well, at least someone thinks so. Thanks. That's a kind thing to say. Alright, these are going to be traffic lights now. Interesting idea. But there was also a request for the dumbbells to be on fire, so they're going to be traffic lights that are also on fire, which is a bit weird. So then we got the lights to like light your life, do 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 do. Don't leave me now. Oh, did it? I don't know the lyrics to that song. That's all I know. I only started singing it because I was painting some lights. Okay, these traffic lights are coming together. Traffic lights and Hugh Grant don't really go together, do they? Hey, God. seen any birds today. Usually I'm seeing tons of birds making, getting the cobwebs from the top of the window, which this painting's facing, but I haven't seen any yet. Mrs. Megan's face is getting a bit covered over now. Well, that's fine. Everything's covering over something else. Everything's interacting. Or at least it should be. There we go. Beginnings of a traffic light. They look like speakers at the minute. Once we get the colours on the lights, it'll look alright. Right, how long have we been streaming now? I think I'm going to probably take a break at some point. How long have we been going? It's getting on for like 1 o'clock. I'll probably have my dinner in a minute. Nearly 3 hours. Nearly 3 hours I've been streaming. I don't feel like I've done 3 hours of painting, but I've done 3 hours of farting about, haven't I? So that's almost as good as 3 hours of painting. I'll tell myself that. Yeah. Okay. So I'll do a couple more minutes of it. I'm gonna do some light on that pyramid. I try and do the things in the background first and then work my way forward, so I'm not stuck painting things in, you know, like later on. Like painting behind things is always a bit of a pain for me. So just do a little bit of lightness on these bricks. Three hours of jibber jabber, yeah, it's very taxing, Alex. Both on the audience and the painter. Let's just get this. There's some light bits on the brick. Yeah, so I'll probably stop streaming in a little bit and go and have my dinner. I'm still trying to figure out the best sort of way to do things with my streaming. Whether to go like all day, just keep streaming through my dinner, or take a break and go and sit down. I think that might be better for me, because it'll give me a little chance to recuperate and come back and paint afresh. I think sometimes taking a break from the painting, and then while I'm looking at it, I get a better idea. So yeah, I'll probably do that. Take a quick break, maybe half an hour or so. Come back, paint a bit more. Got to drag an audience in for that lull. There's like a lull between 3 and 5 o'clock where people who usually watch are kind of, you know, I guess doing other things. But I think if I keep streaming at that time, eventually I'll attract people in who are free at that time. So I'll be able to get a different audience in for that period of the day. Yeah, this painting would be quite a way along by now, but yeah, last week I just felt like having a nice sort of, I guess it was like a mental health week, just a relaxing week when I changed my medication and decided to just take things easy. I had a nice little chill painting. I quite like the result of it. Inkart Rasvan, oh hiya. Like it's still great painting, thanks. I really like that painting you did. Your oil painting, really nice. Just everything, like the sky. Like honestly, I've so many times I've tried to paint sky and I just can't get it right. The way you had like the point of light just at the middle as you drawing your eye back through the canvas. The use of the cool and the warm colours in the sky, the dramatic effects, the way it was all looked like it was moving, like you were in a storm. Honestly, that was really good, that painting. Maybe do a gold chain around the... Oh, around this guy's neck. Yeah, okay. I don't know why I painted that line there. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll do that. Just a few dots dotted around the place, not too much detail. Yeah, I started following loads of random like art channels. I think what it was that Rachel Padilla I don't know if I'm saying her name right again. I always get it wrong. She started watching my stream, commenting, and then I like watched one of her videos, and then I saw other people with like art channels in her comments, so I started following them, and then I've ended up just down this like rabbit hole of watching other artists, and I've subscribed to loads of them. Every day I like my feed is just full of like different artists. I really enjoy it, like seeing everyone's art. All different types, like all different like skill levels and stuff. There's always different people doing art streams as well, which I didn't know, like didn't watch beforehand. So I'm glad to have the opportunity. Kind of, you just get into these rabbit holes of content, don't you? Like one person recommends another person, and you end up just subbing to all these different things. Okay, let's have a look at this. How does that pyramid look? Does it look nice and rocky and solid? Hopefully it does. I don't know if it does, but hopefully when it starts to dry off, it'll start to look alright. The crow is going to be coming together. The cow, let's just write down that gold chain idea, because I'm going to forget that. Gold chain around the cow. I think that's what you mean. You said yacht, but I'm guessing you meant yak. Oh no, you did say yak. I read it as yacht. Right, okay. Let's find my pen and I can write that down. God knows what I've done with it. Vanished away. Gold chain on the cow's neck. Okay. Yeah. Alright, this is sort of starting to. I don't know about this painting. Honestly, it's just these paintings get to a point where I can't stand looking at them, and it just makes me cringe a bit to look at them. But I know if I keep working, it'll come together nicely. Smoke trap. The Great Wall of China, aka Shrek's massive schlong. What? What on earth? Alright, anyway, sorry if you've just come in. I'm going to take a quick dinner break now. Go and have some lunch and have a little sit down. Come back refreshed, so I'll catch you in about half an hour or so. As long as I don't pass out on the sofa, like I sometimes do. So yeah, alright, I'll catch some of you later if you're still about. But for now, I'm going to have a little break.